blind. He really was blind. And my mother and brother are Alabama fans.
Oh my God.
I got to see who the people are. I'm sure it's all the fans. We got some all the fans back here, right? That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I don't hate Alabama though. My mama, my dad, and my brother, everybody Alabama fans. My dad really was blind. I'm from Oklahoma, but when my parents had a divorce, he went to the school for the blind up in Talladega, then he moved to Montgomery. And every year at Christmas, my mama would give me $20 to buy my blind Alabama fan father a Christmas present. And I remember going to the old TGM mile on that highway in Montgomery and buying my blind Alabama fan this awesome Auburn sweatshirt. And he wore that thing for around 3 weeks saying, "Roll Tide!" Like I'm just ashamed of myself, but I wasn't. A good sense of humor. I don't hate Alabama. I'm an Auburn guy. Love Alabama when they're not playing Auburn. I'm from Oklahoma, and every year for Christmas when I was growing up, Santa Claus would set up a trailer at the local shopping center. Now, I grew up poor, so I thought everybody lived in trailers and run out Santa Claus. And I guess when Mama dropped me and my brother off, I opened up the door to the trailer and I caught Santa Claus off guard because he had his beard now smoking a Lucky Strike.
Oh my God.
And he said, he's better too. He said, little boy, more for Christmas. I said, Santa Claus is a skateboard. Brother Chris Moore had 8 skateboards on the trip. So, hands down, one of the greatest businesses of all time. Right there. You know, it's important to let y'all know right off the bat that my stutter is legit, but for some of the storytelling purposes, I will thank the stutter for the story set. I don't want anybody to say, he doesn't really stutter, he's faking. Trust me, my mama always says, Jody, will never forget your first word. She said, we don't know what she said, but it had about 12 syllables and probably going to be a genius or something. But that's okay. I always try to find the silver lining in everything. You always have to do that. I travel all over this great country and I love to get a fish sandwich from McDonald's. I don't know why, they're nasty, they're greasy. Sometimes it's got that little mysterious heart in that you don't know what it is. And I love a fish sandwich from McDonald's. But the problem is that I have trouble with F words and S words. I'm 3'3", so I'm worried about 2 of those. But I was flying over down to Atlanta and I stopped in Newnan, Georgia at the McDonald's there. And I can stand here in front of y'all tonight in Greenville and say, sandwich. But you put it in that drive-thru window, that's going to be a line, I can assure you. But I went up to the window and the girl's like, "Can I door?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." Let me out. She said, "Excuse me?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, let me have one." She said, "You're going to have to repeat that." I said, "I'm trying." I said, "Yes, ma'am, let me have one." Chicken sandwich over mayo. You know they mess up the order together. I get like 6 orders. I said, "Ma'am, I did not order 6 order fries." He said, "Well, right here on the receipt, fry. I said, "That's only 5. Take one off." But I have trouble with all the letters at some point or another, and that's okay. One of the biggest pet peeves of people who stutter is when somebody wants to finish our sentences or force. The majority of the time, I don't care. But for example, I was flying out to Las Vegas for a gig a few years ago, and I was sitting next to a sweet lady, and she didn't mean anything about it. She just didn't know any better. But she said, "So, where do you stay?" I said, "I'm saying, I said, "No, ma'am. I said, "I'm saying, she said, "Monte Carlo." I said, "No, ma'am, not there either." I said, "I'm saying, she said, "Mirage." I said, "Lady, I ain't named that too. You ain't gonna win nothing." I'm saying, "Bellagio." I was going to say her name, Lady Baby, she didn't even go all that. But I never knew what I was going to do in life. Had no idea. When I was 16 years old, I started working at Kroger drugstore in Oklahoma, and I worked there for 3.5 years. Then I went to the Army for 4 years, and then I came back and worked there for 5 years when I was in college. Then I went back into the Army after college, and that made a career out of it. But I love working there. The people, they say this stuff. So our program was set up differently than almost any program I've ever seen in my life. So we had the Kroger drugstore over here, then we had the solid wall here, then we had the big Kroger on the side over here. Now we got a brand new Kroger on the other side of town, and that Kroger that I worked at is now a Piggly Wiggly, and the little store I work at is a Dollar General. So I don't know how many of y'all have ever seen the movie Field of Dreams, but you know what they say, you build it, come. When you go to Alabama, if you build it and leave it empty for 2 days, the Dollar General will come. Because I believe when all is said and done in Alabama, there's going to be 3 things left. Ant heads, Dollar Generals, and Alexander Shannara signs. How many Alabama? Where do you live? But I love the people, I love the customers. I had great relationships with all of them. But that doesn't mean that people can't say and do funny things. So we had the cash register here. Then we had a counter going all the way down here. And we keep a lot of things behind the counter, things that had a habit of walking out of the store. So I'm on the cash register one day, and I look at the end of the counter, and there's a sweet lady down there, and she's spraying cologne and perfume like there's no tomorrow, got a big mist over her head like Los Angeles, and I said, "Ma'am, can I help you?" She said, "Yes, sir, I'm looking for some perfume that I saw last week, but I can't find it." I said, "Okay, do you know what it was called?" She said, "Yes, sir, it was called Tester." I said, "You want the big bottle or the little bottle?" I have a variety of peppers too, but I love the customers that would come in there. I had another guy that came in there one time. This was a really old guy, a really nice guy, but he came in there, he was coughing, sneezing, hurt, nose got up, ears got up, he had it. But it says 2 decisions for this. Number 1, he was going to sleep, and number 2, he only had $2 in his name. So I showed him Kroger's version of NyQuil called Nighttime. And in 1989, it was $1.79 plus tax called Nighttime. This shit is called Nighttime. And I showed it to him, and he looked at it, and he immediately sort of shook his head. He said, no, I can't take this. I said, why not? He said, man, I work third shift. So people say the funny stuff. So had another guy that came in there, and this time around on the cash register, and he's at the end of the perfume and cologne counter. And he's got this big, long, stretchy arms, and he's stretching as far as he can, but he's giving us a little bit short. And I said, sir, can I help you? He said, yeah, let me get a bottle of your old Price. I said, do what now? He said, let me get a bottle of your old Price right there in the red bottle. I said, Old Spice. He said, yeah, I have trouble with my S word. I do too, man, I got you. I reached back up and took the only bottle of Old Spice cologne that we had, and he looked at it and said, I said, what is it? He said, this is the Preo. Do you have the flash on? I said, do what now? He said, this is the Preo. Do you have the flash on? Because I like to flash it on my kin. I said, and they don't mind? I said, do you go to family reunions? Like, bam, bam, bam. I said, no, sir. All I have is the Preo. He said, I don't want it. I said, I am. He said, do you have the Old Price deodorant? I said, yes, sir, we do. It's on the back wall. So I went all the way to the back wall of Kroger, picked up the only thing of Old Spice deodorant that we had. And he looked at it, and he immediately started shaking his head. He said, no, I can't take this. I said, why not? I said, what's wrong with it? He said, well, it's the tip. Do you have a little on it? I said, do what now? He said, it's the tip. I don't like the tip, how the tip gets tucked in your hair. And it does get tucked, it's like Christmas, like, And he put it back and reached about 2 steps over, reached on the top shelf, grabbed a little jar, and touched it, and went to the house. That's okay too, but I love all the customers. I love them. I had so many great customers come in there. I love working there. I tried to go to college for 1 quarter after high school, but it did not go very well. I take a little bit about my family. My grandparents were the best people in the world, but a lot like your parents and grandparents here in Alabama. They like certain things. They like kids' cars. They like Billy Joel. They like grandkids. They like two-wheel folks, and they like rationals.
If it's a 20-minute slip,
yeah, my granddad was going to
it's not a fridge in your face. It's like you're dying slowly inside.
Moon landing was fake. But bottom line, wrestling was real. Right? That is something that in a nutshell there. But I tried going to college for one board and it didn't go very well.
I did too, but you never probably wouldn't answer.
I would move to the
See it tomorrow.
and fail the other one. But the silver lining behind that though is that when I got my grades back, I made it WWF. So Greenville was very proud of me. He said, "Ooh, yeah, what you gonna do, brother?" So that turned out okay too. And I wound up going to the army. When I was enlisted, I was a medic. 2 years in Germany. Law school, we did hospital over there. Then 2 years at Greenville, Oklahoma. When I was in Germany, it was a real world stuff. So I was in law school in October '93. You see the movie Black Hawk Down, Battle of the Nations. I worked on all those guys when they came through. It was an honor and privilege. But then I went into Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and all we did was train. So I got there, and my unit was in the field as soon as I got there. When I was in Germany, I never went to the field one time, not a single time. But my unit was in the field when I got to Oklahoma. And I was not ready for that. And it was cold and wet and rainy and miserable. And my feet were like blocks of ice. And I wanted to cry. It was pure misery. And my dear friend, who was no longer a soldier, right? He said, "Forward, and tell me how to feel. You just hang those on, and that'll keep your legs and feet warmer, and you can thank me later." I said, "Roger that, Sergeant." Cool. So I was going to take me some pantyhose. I got me some knee highs. I got me some sandal feet. I was ready for the whole calendar year. But somewhere I was not listening as intently as I should have, because apparently told me I was supposed to wear those pantyhose in conjunction with regular socks. But I missed that vital piece of information, so there I was running around with a Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and coming back with some pantyhose. And not only were my feet colder, but I had blisters, and I had blood in my hose. So not a holiday time about 24-year-old career. But I certainly enjoyed my time there. Loved it, being on the love serving people from every walk of life. I love my soldiers. After college, I went to officer campus to become an officer, and I retired as a major. But whether I was a private or a major, my sergeants always took care of me. But having said that, when I was a young soldier, I could not help but laugh at all the sergeants who could not spell the word sergeant. You see it spelled S-A-R-G-E-N-T, S-E-A-R-G-E-N-T. How in the world can you not spell your own name? Until I became a lieutenant. That's why nobody